Chapter 1. The Birth of a World. The primordial void stretched endlessly, a canvas waiting for the brushstrokes of creation. I, Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, floated amidst the chaos, my feathers shimmering with the promise of life. Beside me was my brother Tezcatlipoca, the smoky mirror, his obsidian eyes reflecting the potential and peril of our task. Together we were destined to shape the world, to breathe existence into the emptiness. Our first challenge was Tezcatlipoca, the monstrous creature of the abyss, whose body was a landscape of mouths and hunger. Its very being devoured the dreams of creation. Tezcatlipoca and I exchanged a glance, knowing that only by uniting our strength could we conquer this beast. With a roar that echoed through the void, Tezcatlipoca lunged, his obsidian foot shattering into 1,000 stars as he distracted Tezcatlipoca. Seizing the moment, I wrapped my serpentine coils around the beast, my feathers whispering of wind and sky as I constricted. The struggle was titanic, but finally with a thunderous snap, we tore Tezcatlipoca apart, scattering its remnants to form the land and sea. Panting, my feathers ruffled, I looked upon our work. The world lay before us, raw and untamed. Tezcatlipoca, now marked with his sacrifice, nodded in grim satisfaction. Yet something was missing. A world without beings to cherish it was incomplete. It was then that I felt the pull, a deep yearning to descend to the depths, to the place where life and death intertwined, the underworld, Mictlan. Chapter 2. The Descent into Mictlan. With each step deeper into Mictlan, the air grew heavier, the silence more profound. I descended through 9 layers of darkness, each more forbidding than the last. The guardians of the underworld eyed me warily, their skeletal forms rattling in the stillness. They knew my purpose, but the journey was not to be made lightly. At the lowest layer, I found them. The bones of our ancestors, fragments of life long extinguished but filled with potential. As I gathered the bones, I felt the presence of Quetzalcoatl, the lord of the underworld, his skeletal visage looming in the shadows. Quetzalcoatl, his voice was a rasp of ancient winds. Do you dare to take what belongs to Mictlan? I do, I replied, my voice steady. These bones will breathe again. They will walk under the sun and sing praises to the gods. He laughed, a sound devoid of joy. Then prove your worth. Let your heart guide you, and may your courage be your shield. With the bones cradled in my arms, I began the ascent, each step a battle against the weight of the underworld's embrace. My resolve hardened with each stride. Humanity needed to exist, to witness the beauty of the world Tezcatlipoca and I had forged. Chapter 3. The Gift of Life. Returning to the surface, I laid the bones upon the sacred ground. I called upon the spirits of creation, my feathers glowing with an ethereal light. I whispered the secrets of life, of wind and wisdom, into the marrow. As I did, the bones began to knit together, sinew and flesh forming, breath filling their lungs. They awoke, blinking at the light, their eyes reflecting the dawn of a new era. I looked upon them, these beings of earth and spirit, and felt a profound sense of accomplishment. They were our children, born of sacrifice and determination. Rise, I commanded, my voice carrying the weight of creation. You are the people of the 5th sun. Cherish the world, learn its secrets, and honor the gods who made you. As they stood, uncertain but alive, I felt Tezcatlipoca's presence beside me. He watched with a mix of pride and melancholy, his sacrifice a silent reminder of the balance we maintained. Together, we had shaped a world and breathed life into its bones. It was a beginning, a promise of stories yet to unfold, of challenges to be faced, and of a world that would thrive under the watchful eyes of the gods. And so the tale of humanity began, written in the stars and whispered by the winds, a testament to the power of creation and the enduring spirit of the feathered serpent. Chapter 4. The Dawn of the 5th Sun. The world we had forged was teeming with potential, yet it was not without its trials. The cycles of creation and destruction had already passed through 4 ages, each ending in cataclysm and rebirth. As the 4th sun waned, the time had come to usher in a new era, the age of the 5th sun. I stood on the summit of the sacred mountain, the weight of history pressing upon me. The sky above churned with restless clouds, a reflection of the tumultuous cosmos. My brother Tezcatlipoca was beside me, his obsidian form a stark contrast to my feathered brilliance. "The time has come," Quetzalcoatl, Tezcatlipoca intoned, his voice resonating with the gravity of our task. I nodded, my gaze drifting to the horizon where the old world crumbled. We must sacrifice ourselves to give life to the new world. It is the only way. Together we prepared the sacred ritual. The other gods gathered around us, their faces solemn. Quetzalcoatl, Tlaloc, and Serpent joined in, their energies intertwining with ours. The atmosphere buzzed with the power of creation and destruction, a delicate balance that held the fate of the universe. With a deep breath, I stepped forward. My feathers glimmered in the dim light, each plume a testament to the vitality and wisdom I had shared with humanity. I spread my arms wide, embracing my destiny. "In this sacrifice, we renew the world," I declared, my voice unwavering. "Let the fifth sun rise and give life to all." With a swift motion, I plunged a ceremonial dagger into my chest. Pain blossomed, but it was a fleeting sensation. As my lifeblood flowed, it transformed into radiant energy, merging with the essence of the cosmos. The ground trembled, and a brilliant light erupted from the depths of the earth. My vision blurred, and I felt my spirit ascend. The old world dissolved, replaced by a burgeoning new reality. The sun, reborn from our sacrifice, blazed with unprecedented brilliance, casting its life-giving rays upon the land. As I ascended, I saw the humans below, their forms illuminated by the dawn of the fifth sun. They looked up, awe and hope etched on their faces. I felt a surge of pride and fulfillment. Our sacrifice had not been in vain. I hovered above the new world, my essence intertwined with the very fabric of creation. The other gods joined me, their spirits resonating in harmony. Together we watched as life flourished, the promise of the fifth sun realized. Chapter 5. Renewal and Rebirth. The new world thrived under the watchful gaze of the fifth sun. The humans, born from the bones I had retrieved from Mictlan, embraced the gifts of knowledge and civilization. They cultivated the land, built cities, and gazed at the stars, seeking to understand the mysteries of the cosmos. My spirit, now part of the celestial tapestry, guided them subtly, whispering wisdom through the rustling of leaves and the gentle caress of the wind. I was no longer a being of flesh and bone, but a symbol of renewal and rebirth. Time flowed like a river, carrying the echoes of our sacrifice through the ages. The humans honored us with rituals and stories, keeping our legacy alive. They called me Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, the bringer of knowledge and civilization. Yet the balance between creation and destruction remained delicate. My brother Tezcatlipoca, ever the embodiment of chaos, continued to challenge the order we had established. Our eternal dance of conflict and cooperation shaped the destiny of the world. In the hearts of humanity, I found my true reflection. They embodied the duality of my nature, capable of great wisdom and profound folly, of creation and destruction. And in their journey, I saw the eternal cycle of life and death, a testament to the enduring spirit of the fifth sun. Thus the tale of Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, continues to unfold, written in the stars and whispered by the winds. It is a story of sacrifice and renewal, of wisdom and resilience, a story that echoes through the ages, inspiring all who seek the light of knowledge and the promise of rebirth. Chapter 6. The Gifts of Knowledge. With the dawn of the fifth sun, humanity blossomed in the light of the new world. I, Quetzalcoatl, watched from the celestial realm, my spirit woven into the very fabric of existence. But my task was far from complete. The people needed more than life. They needed the gifts of knowledge to thrive. I descended to the earth in a form that blended my divine nature with human features, a man with feathered robes, carrying the wisdom of the cosmos. I walked among the people, guiding them in the ways of agriculture. I showed them how to cultivate maize, the sacred crop that would sustain them. Under my guidance, they learned to plant seeds, tend to the fields, and harvest the bounty of the earth. The people revered me as a teacher and a guide. I shared with them the secrets of the stars, teaching them to read the movements of the celestial bodies. With this knowledge, they could mark the passing of seasons, predict the rains, and celebrate the cycles of the sun and moon. The calendar I bestowed upon them became a cornerstone of their civilization, a testament to the harmony between heaven and earth. But knowledge was not limited to the practical. I encouraged them to explore the arts and sciences, to express their creativity and intellect. They crafted intricate pottery, painted vibrant murals, and built grand temples that reached toward the sky. Each creation was a tribute to the divine spark within them, a reflection of the cosmos in human form. As I walked among them, I saw their potential unfold. They sang songs of praise, their voices rising like the wind, carrying tales of my teachings. They danced in celebration, their movements echoing the rhythms of the earth. In their joy and reverence, I found fulfillment. Chapter 7. The conflict with Tezcatlipoca. Yet, even in this age of enlightenment, the shadow of my brother Tezcatlipoca loomed large. Our eternal struggle, the dance of creation and destruction, played out in the hearts of humanity. He embodied the darker aspects of existence: chaos, temptation, and the unpredictable nature of fate. Tezcatlipoca watched with envy as the people flourished under my guidance. He sought to disrupt the harmony we had built, to remind them of the fragility of their existence. He whispered temptations into their ears, sowing seeds of discord and doubt. One night, as I rested in the city of Tolan, Tezcatlipoca approached me in disguise. He took the form of a dark sorcerer, his obsidian eyes glinting with malice. "Brother," he said, his voice smooth and beguiling, "do you not grow weary of these mortals? They are fickle and flawed, unworthy of your gifts." I looked at him, seeing through his guise. "They are our creation, Tezcatlipoca. They carry the potential for both greatness and folly. It is our duty to guide them." He laughed, a sound like shattering glass. "Then let us test their resolve. Let us see if they can withstand the temptations of power and vice." With that, he cast a spell over the city, filling it with illusions and desires. The people, swayed by his magic, turned away from my teachings. They indulged in excess, forgetting the wisdom I had shared. The city fell into chaos, a shadow of its former glory. Heartbroken, I knew I had to leave. My presence alone could not save them from their inner struggles. I departed from Tolan, promising to return when the time was right. The people wept as I left, their cries echoing through the streets. Chapter 8. The journey eastward. I wandered eastward, away from the land I had nurtured. My heart was heavy with sorrow, but I knew my journey was not over. I traveled to distant lands, my spirit seeking solace in the natural world. The mountains, rivers, and forests became my sanctuary, each whispering the ancient secrets of the earth. In my travels, I encountered new cultures and peoples, each with their own myths and legends. They welcomed me as a wise stranger, a teacher with the knowledge of the stars. I shared my wisdom with them, planting the seeds of enlightenment wherever I went. As I journeyed, I felt a deep connection to the morning star, Venus. Its light guided me through the darkest nights, a beacon of hope and renewal. I knew that my destiny was intertwined with this celestial body, a symbol of my eternal journey. Chapter 9. The Promise of Return. One day, as I stood on a distant shore, I looked out at the vast ocean. The waves crashed against the rocks, a symphony of nature's power. I felt a deep longing to return to my people, to fulfill the promise I had made. I gathered my strength and performed a final ritual, setting myself ablaze. The flames consumed my mortal form, transforming me into the morning star. My spirit soared into the heavens, becoming a guiding light for all who sought wisdom and renewal. From the sky, I watched over the world, my essence a part of the celestial dance. The people of Tolan and beyond looked to the morning star, remembering the promise of my return. They knew that I would always be with them, a beacon of hope in times of darkness. And so, the tale of Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, continued to unfold. My story, written in the stars and whispered by the winds, inspired generations to seek knowledge, embrace creativity, and honor the balance of creation and destruction. It was a story of sacrifice and renewal, a testament to the enduring spirit of the fifth sun.